DJ Durong from Hot 702.5 in Las Vegas. It's time to come together. Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 24th annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, going down Saturday, June 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center, and it's free to the public. Catch R&B icon Tweet live on stage, plus performances by Kiss Kiss and the Squad, Darnell Alexander, Unk and the Nephews, and Las Vegas's pop princess Ray Millie. Hosted by DJ Ambeezy with Not a Boy DJ and DJ Kelly J on the ones and twos. Stop by and visit the Hot 702.5 FM live remote tent and check in with our on-air personalities. Shop the vendor marketplace, hit up the food trucks, and enjoy surprise guests throughout the night. Presented in partnership with Google, MGM Resorts International, Live You Equals You in the city of Las Vegas. Come together this Juneteenth weekend to celebrate freedom with Tweet and Rainbow Dreams. Get your e-ticket now and be entered to win one of our fabulous prizes. Visit June19LV.com. That's June19LV.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, MVP. And that's right. You heard it. I'm back at it. I'm back at it. On the hottest station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Tune in for MVP Speaks Life. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in to the MVP Speaks Life radio show live in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. It's your girl, MVP. Obviously, it's my show, right? So anyways, we are here. And of course, I have my co-host, Rachel Cherie, in the building.
Hi.
And we have our special guest, Miss Teresa Auntie, the medicine woman, the woman of life, in the building. She will be, we're going to be getting into some conversation with her in shortly, but you know how we like to start out the show with our Oracle card message. Yeah. So we are going to see what message we have for ourselves today. So you hear the shuffling. I like the shuffle and the ruffle. I think it's a fun thing to see what we vibing with.
Normally, I don't take this long. So
that's all right. Take your time. You know, sometimes you just gotta wait till the time is right. Ain't no sense in rushing it.
Right?
Feel me?
Amen.
Because we need the message that is
like my life right now. We're not rushing.
Yeah.
Not rushing anything.
No. Everything is always on time and it's always divine. So
amen. Yeah.
So
blessings.
Okay. Blessings.
Yeah. Blessings.
Can we see that card?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so blessings. It is a bird. You know, I love birds.
Summer bird.
And it is in a spring, a holy spring. All right?
Yes.
Let's get into the message. This is a holy spring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm distracted, okay. In many ancient cultures, it was believed that there were some springs that were holy. Gods and goddesses were thought to reside in or near these special places, and they were revered. Greek mythology is replete with these stories of these special places. Many of the Christian hallowed water sources, such as Chalice Well, used for sacred purposes long before Christianity rose to prominence. These kinds of springs thought to be healing waters where blessings were bestowed by mystical beings. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. Angels, guides, and spirit guardians are watching over you. angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around you. You are protected. You are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life.
Yes.
And oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna just
You can talk about it if you want to. Don't you? Let's talk about it, Rachel. Don't be keeping it from us. You had a whole moment over there. We want to have a moment with you. Share your moment with us.
I've been listening, and I definitely feel like I'm being spoken to.
How's that feel?
It's almost like it's always every time I hear the voice or I feel something, I sometimes doubt myself. Like, that's not what you heard. That's not what it is. And it's always what I heard and what it is. Like something just today was just like, see, told you. Like it's I just be knowing.
That I love that.
God be knowing.
Yes.
My friend Bridget back home, she says that's like her slogan. But it's so true. It's so true. And if you remember the God in you, then you be knowing too.
Yes.
Facts.
Okay.
Yes.
You be knowing.
Hearing the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You guys.
sometimes it's like creepy, and then it's just like, okay, I'm listening. I heard you. That's why like this is like coming to pass, because I heard you. And
Have you guys seen the Manifest on Netflix about the plane?
yeah, so I didn't
And
watch
they'd
it
be
all.
like the calling.
Yeah,
Sometimes
like
I'd be
when they hear like the music or something like
or
that.
they
Yes.
hear the voice.
Or yeah.
The other day, I had watched a little bit of it. I saw it before, but I was watching it, and I always laugh because it seems kind of dramatic. Oh, did you get a calling? Did you get a calling? And the other day, I was driving around. I was, thinking about life or whatever, and I was like, "Where's the calling? Like, I want to hear the voices."
But it's always there.
Yes, it's always there.
You just have to be open to listening
Yes.
to it.
Yeah.
It's always there.
I love that.
And
It
it's
is.
all about submitting, because I
Absolutely.
know when I was younger, I had to learn the voice of God instead of hearing myself.
Yeah.
Because I always hear myself, but I was disobedient of hearing the voice of God. So once
'Cause you
I
wanted to do what
learned
you
how
wanted
to,
to do.
so
Yeah.
once I learned how to, and I'm not gonna go there, but once I learned how to,
I kind of want
hear
you to
the
go
vo-
there.
Right.
Like, how do
No,
we?
It's a
how-
story.
Is it how long is it? We got 50 minutes. Like, I think it's important because you may be able to help somebody else hear the voice of God.
Oh, okay.
Just
okay.
share a little bit. Like,
Okay.
how were you able to like have the difference, to understand the difference?
Okay, so what was happening? What was going on? I was running around trying to profit.
Okay.
Which I always had that gift.
Okay.
But I wanted somebody to sit down and teach me the gifts, because when you're reading
Right.
it in the Bible, they had teachers.
Right,
So
okay.
that's what I wanted to. But in my hometown, there was really no teachers.
You was the teacher.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I had to learn that once I got older.
Okay.
But anyway, I was running around to different prophets so anyway, make a long story short, so I went to this place called Campground, where everybody all over the world comes there.
Okay.
And so anyway, the prophets was coming by. He was praying over everybody. So he just passed me on by. And I said, he didn't even prophesy to me. And so anyway, all of a sudden I heard this voice say, come over here. So I went over there and stood at the edge, and it said, you see the tree, you see the sky, you see the sun, you see the grass, that dragonfly. That is my creation. I created you. And you is the one that I created for the people. I fell on my knees and I cried. I mean, I
Wow.
cried. I couldn't stop crying. So anyway, I still kept running around, still trying to find the prophets. And so one day I was driving in my car, you know, speaking in tongues and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, the Spirit said, "You need to stop running around in church and listen. It's just about show." I mean, it was just like a sword went through my heart. And I had to pull the car over and I had to cry again.
Wow. Had to cry again.
So anyway, next I went to, that morning I got ready to go to my church. And the voice said, "Go to Emporia." That's my hometown, Emporia, Virginia. I said, "Emporia, I can go all the way to my church. You know, I want to go to my church." And it said, "No, go to Emporia." So I'm like, why do he want me to go all the way to Emporia, an hour away, which would have been an hour and a half, because I ended up going to my mom's house. So when I got to my mom's house, it was not nobody there, not one car. I said, "God, okay."
They was all in them.
Nobody. They go to church like every other Sunday, you know.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, I went to the next church. I told my son, I said, "Well, we're going to the first church that we see." So went down the street, and it was a all-white church. And my son, I said, "We're going to church here." My son said, "Ma, is they going to like us?" I said, "Well, if they love God, they're going to love us." So we went in, you know. So anyway, long story short, so we sat down. So the pastor came down. He said, "Today is youth day. Can your son come and sit up front?" So I said, "Well, okay." I went and sat up front. And as he got back up on the pulpit, he started, you know, talking, giving scripture. And then he said, "Well, the topic today is hearing the voice of God." I was like, "Oh my God." And I had to sit there and cry again. And I could see people were like, "What is she sitting over there crying?" And I said, "God, I give up."
Yes.
I said, "I'm just going to be submissive to you."
Right.
So I had to learn the difference between that voice that he, you know, when he speak, it's strong. You know, it's not a little weak voice.
Right.
It is strong. And I had to deal with that, you know, for a while. But then I learned. I started learning. So now I'm in this, where he put me right now, he told me, "Leave the books alone, and I'm going to teach you," which a prophet had told me that many years ago. He told me that no one gonna teach you. The Spirit gonna be your teacher.
Yes.
So I even went to college trying to, you know, do that.
They
But
ain't got that in college.
I couldn't get it. So I had to leave that alone. So anyway, make a long story short, it's just all about hearing the voice of God.
Yes.
Just
Listening.
sit still, and nature.
And being obedient.
Yeah, I love nature. So it's just amazing now, because now he take me back to where there's no books. He just speak directly to me. And so
love that.
I am so grateful for that, you know. So
Yeah, I love
that's my
that.
story.
Thank you for sharing that. I
Yeah.
think it's very important. And you know, I know people. There's a lot of wisdom and a lot of books out there in the world for us to receive,
Yeah.
you know, information from.
And it's not
But
nothing wrong.
it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing
wrong
wrong with it.
Studying books. It's nothing wrong
But
with it.
there's stuff that
Yeah.
our spirit can receive.
Yeah.
You know, that is not in a book.
Right.
You
It's
know what I'm
not.
saying?
It's
So
not.
you
So
gotta-
I don't went back past Adam and Eve.
Right.
So
I
there
know that's
were,
right.
yeah, I don't went
Ooh, I got the
past
chills.
beyond that. So once you go beyond that right there, oh my God, it is so amazing
I
when
love
you
that.
go that far.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Back before the beginning of the people.
Yeah.
Right.
I love
yes.
that. Thank you for sharing
Okay.
that. I think it's
Okay.
important, and I'm happy that, you know, that's what we're here
Where
to
they
talk
say
about.
that's the beginning. Right.
Right. But guess what? We ain't done. We about to pull out our Be Inspired inspirational messages for today. Do you need some?
Yep, I do.
Here, pick a few.
Ready.
So today, just right before we came, I stopped at the gas station, and there was some gentlemen out there who were wanting some dollars or whatever. And usually I try to, you know, give a few dollars. But today my spirit, because you got to listen to yourself. You listen to God when God is talking to you, said to give them some messages. And so I just grabbed my pack out, and I just handed them, you know, each, you know, a few messages. And I said, "Hey, I don't have any dollars for you, but this can help you along your journey. Just read them and, you know, be inspired and be empowered." Because $1 is good, but a word can change your life. Anybody ever told you something and all of a sudden you just have a whole epiphany, you have a whole energy change. And I feel like if I have these messages, I should or I could, give them to the people who might really could benefit the most from them. And as I drove away, I saw them reading them, and that just made my heart feel happy because I know they're pouring into themselves. I don't even know which ones they got, but they were reading them, and I feel like that's better than $1. The other day I was thinking about selling these bags, and I was like, it's cool to sell them. So buy one, but it's cool to sell them. You just give me $10, but I'm giving you something that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, you can keep these forever and read them every day. And that's going to fill you and, and pour into yourself. So it's more valuable than I could even imagine.
Well, once we go off this show, I have something to share with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Off the show?
Okay.
Okay. Secrets. All right. Let's have Miss Medicine Woman of Life start. What's your first message you got?
This is amazing because this came in 3. This is my number.
Okay. You just pulled 3 out?
Yeah, 3 came together, and this is what it was.
that.
The world is your stage. Come from behind the curtain.
Well, looky here.
And I have been hiding. I've been hiding.
But you came today.
Yeah, I did.
So, and you reached out about coming. So I feel like you're hearing the call for that.
Right.
I bring only the best of yesterday into today.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I love that one.
My.
Yeah.
And it say, remember the God in you.
I knew that was going to come out. I knew that message was going to come out as soon as Rachel said it. I didn't know who was going to pull it though.
But I am living in this world.
Yes.
But I'm not of this world. So right now we living in the matrix.
Get an amen.
I was going to say amen.
Yeah. Amen.
And amen.
Oh, we got Teresa Johnson chiming in. D. Randy.
Oh, hi, D.
Randy.
Hi, Randy. That's my brother.
Okay.
That's
shout
my
out.
best friend, D.
Hey,
hi, family.
Go best friend. Hey, family. Thank you for tuning in. We are happy that you're here. 702-551-5261 is the call-in number. I think I put that number wrong on my social media. I'm a little dyslexic. All right. Let me read the messages I got. Thank yourself. You came a long way. Thank yourself. You came a long way. It's so important to give yourself praise and thanks and gratitude for who you are and how far you came.
Yeah.
It's nice to thank God. It's nice to thank everyone that helped you. But thank you.
Yeah.
Like, put yourself first. Okay? My vibration is super fly. And is...
That's you.
And is this lady in the gas station had this big old pit bull. I wasn't scared of it, but she was holding him back. She was like, "Don't worry, I got him." And I'm like, "All right, I'm not worried about this dog." But then she was like, I walked by and the dog was just chilling or whatever. She was like, "Oh, she got good energy, huh?" I was like, "Andrew, I wish your dog would karate chop you." Okay, forgiveness is for my heart and peace of mind. We had that whole conversation before. And I had 4, so I'm going to just read it. My divine guidance is always flowing to me. And I feel like that goes along the lines of what we're talking about.
Yes.
Like the messages are always coming to us, but are we open to receiving them, and are we heeding when we hear them?
Okay.
So,
Right.
Okay.
I got 4 actually.
Okay.
First is my fire is my passion. I look for ways to light myself up.
light it up.
Yes.
Light it up.
I'm going to read all these and then I'll tell
Okay.
you something. It says, "You got this."
And do.
This says, "Thank yourself. You came a long way. Enjoy yourself."
Twinsies.
And yes, we have a twinsies. So yesterday, I did a few things that I haven't done in a while. And it made me feel nice. And this thank yourself, that one is a little bit difficult to do. I know I need to do that, but and not feel sorry for myself. But that one's just a little difficult to do right now.
I like how you said right now,
Yeah.
because It's only for right now.
Yeah, it's only for right now. It doesn't have to be for forever, and it's not going to be.
Yeah.
It's just right now. It's just a little hard to be like, oh, thank you, Rachel.
Can I give you a little assignment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, I don't know what your routine is, but the first thing I encourage you to do is just give yourself a hug before you even get out the bed and just say thank you to yourself.
Okay.
It don't have to be it could just be that simple.
Okay.
And if you do it every day, it'll get easier. You'll be more feeling like doing that and letting it be true because you have created an opportunity for yourself.
Yeah.
So that is something that you are worthy of being thanked for by you. Like you're making the life you want to make. And you made a decision for you to step out of a situation that wasn't serving you. So you're worthy of that. So thank yourself.
Right.
You came a long way.
And
I
also,
will.
and
Just
also
try it.
remember, time doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
It's only
Come on.
for man.
Come on.
So once you realize that time doesn't exist,
Come on.
then you're awakened with, you'll be a little bit more conscious of what's going on in this world.
I'm happy you said
Yeah.
that because I was door dashing the other day and I have this whole thing about, you don't want them to send you like no low ball offers where you got to drive 20 minutes and blah, blah, blah. But I haven't door dashed. I'm trying to get my numbers up. So I'm like, I'm just taking all the offers. Like, I don't care. I want to get my numbers up. I got to make this money or whatever. But I had said to myself, I went somewhere and I knew it was going to be long. It was like 20 some minutes. And I was like, at first I was about to be complaining. I kind of did complain at first, like 20 minutes. Like, how did he even order something from way over here to way over there? But then I told myself, I was like, I said, man, time don't even exist. So I'm worried about this 20 minutes. But if I'm just, in the flow, in the now, it don't even matter. I can zip, 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 zip. So the time sometimes can really can strain our minds and we'll be worried about time limits and deadlines and
Right.
but it really doesn't exist.
Because see what I does, I speak VIP. Everywhere I
Okay,
go is VIP. And you can ask anybody. When I speak VIP, the doors open, my park is there, everything. I don't even need a handicap sticker. I said, what I need a handicap? I'm VIP.
Always gonna
And I'm going to the bank, I go in the store, I go anywhere. I am VIP.
Yes.
So
I
that's
love
why I know
that.
the time doesn't exist. The lights, it changed. I can also, my time when I'm going through trying to get to someone.
I hope y'all
you
listening.
You can stop time. You can stop it. You can hold it up.
You can.
Because you exist. You are the creator.
Yes.
So I don't want to get too far. Come on, let's
Come
go.
on, I'm ready. Like, yes. That's all facts.
Right? It is.
It's all
It is.
facts.
And you would never get this in college, but I'm grateful for everybody graduated from college because it makes me happy.
Yes. Anything
Okay,
we do, we can sell it. We can have
Yeah.
accomplishments and milestones and goals that we set for ourselves. It's all
Yeah.
beautiful. It's no
Right.
shade to that.
Yeah.
But outside of all that,
Yeah.
like we are the creators.
Yeah.
And we tell the world how to treat us. And
Yeah.
here's something that I've been doing just very recently. I heard somebody on the, one of these meditations I listened to or whatever. But they were saying that oh man, where'd it go? It was something about
Reflection.
no, I can't remember. It went away. It was right
Okay.
there and then it went
Okay.
away. I'm not
It'll
gonna
come back.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna hold up the time.
Yeah.
But you are the master manifester in your life. You are the
Uh-huh,
creator of
yes.
your life. Oh, that
Yeah.
it came back.
Okay.
So
See?
I've been telling the universe the world is a reflection of how you feel about you.
Yes.
How you treat yourself.
Yes.
And so I've been mindfully okay, making sure I'm feeling good about myself,
Uh-huh.
or even if I'm not forgiving myself when
Yeah.
I'm not, and not holding on to that, because the
Yeah.
other day it was emotional. It's that
Yeah.
thing. But we ebb and flow with our emotions, but you have to ask the universe. You got to say, hey, show me how I feel about me. Show me how much I love myself. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Show me how much I love myself. And the VIPs will come, the ways will open, it's like,
Yeah,
like the
it
angels
is.
from
It
the
is.
heavens. All of us can want whatever we want, and we all can have whatever we want.
Yeah, we can. Even though we go through storms.
Yeah.
Storms are just teachers. They
Yes.
teaching you
Dance
to be
in them
a
mother suckers.
to be a better
it's just easier
person.
said, but
Yeah.
I'm just being the voice of those people. Like it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it absolutely is. It's easier said for all of us.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so easy to talk positivity up until you have to
Yeah.
really like walk in it.
Yeah.
And that's
it's,
the whole
it's really
point.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But keep
it's
thinking.
easy, but you have to. But
Yeah.
you have.
It's
But
work.
just
You have
keep
to continue. You have to
thinking.
Yes.
practice.
Yeah.
It's something you have to practice
It
every day.
is.
It's not something that you do once in a while.
Uh-huh.
No,
something
it's
that
a
you
lifestyle.
really have to
It
practice
is.
every
It
single
is.
day. Otherwise,
It
it's going to be
is.
harder and harder and harder every
Yeah.
time you are
Yeah.
trying to manifest happiness.
But you come
Yeah.
out. You come out
They-
greater.
Yes,
when
they
you go
do.
through, you come out greater.
They have a
So-
sign in all the schools that says, everything is hard at first.
Yep.
Like something like that. Like
Yes.
it's hard when you first start.
Yeah.
But-
it is.
Like anything, consistency, and it gets better with time.
Yes.
And don't allow yourself to be limited by your thoughts. Like, it's work.
Yeah.
Like you have to, and it's not just about, I'm saying these happy things. It's really,
Right.
it's really about embodying these
Yes,
things
Uh-huh.
and
yes.
allowing
Yeah.
yourself
And
to
that's
be,
the daily practice.
yes,
Yeah.
to become whatever it is you want to become.
Mm-hmm.
So by any means, it might not be easy, but that don't mean we can't do it. We
Right.
just
But
gotta
that's-
practice, like you said.
Yeah, but that's the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything that you go through is a reflection of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when I went through things, people being mean to me, people doing this to me, that was a reflection of me because that's what I had. So I could feel that feeling of how people talk because, like I shared with you the last time, I would talk to people any kind of way, didn't
Yes.
it? Until it turned around and then
Yeah.
I knew how it felt.
Yeah.
So
It does not
those
feel good.
those are reflections of you
Yeah.
because I said Kern would never come to me if I'm out there in the store. Kern, when I go, go out, I said Kern would never come to me because Kern don't want to see what I got. So Kern would never come to me. When I go out, I am protected because Kern would not. Oh, my brother know me. He know me, but Kern would not want to come up against me,
Right.
And you don't have to be loud.
I love
No,
when
you
they
don't.
do
Yeah.
go against somebody they really shouldn't
yeah.
have tried.
It's so-
It's
it's
so
so-
entertaining.
I was just about to say that it's so entertaining.
It's so entertaining. It really is. Like I know we should not laugh at that kind of
That should be
negativity, but you started it, and so
Yeah.
once you started, I mean, I know somebody.
Yeah,
could-
yeah.
And the thing
And
about
every time
these,
they do it, it's
these
just really
Karens
funny to me.
are humorous to me. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
they are.
how can you be so how do you
Ignorant.
even be like that? But
But
yeah,
they were
it's so
sent,
true.
They were sent from outer world.
I had a
Yeah.
right
was
to
sent
teach,
from
and it's,
somewhere. They
it's
were.
all for to
Maybe
teach us a
crazy.
lesson.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I remember I had a relationship that it was not the best relationship, and I was not treated very well in that relationship.
Okay.
After the relationship was over and I was reflecting and healing, I realized that treatment was a reflection of how I felt about myself.
Yes.
My low self-worth, my low self-esteem, like not really loving myself or putting myself first. Like that relationship showed me that I treated myself like shit.
Yes.
Yep.
That's just my
Yes.
experience. And so
Yes.
once I had that revelation, I was able to begin to
Yes.
treat myself better. That's why I
Yeah.
made these not
Yeah.
just from that, but that's one of the
Right.
reasons I created this was so I could make sure I'm talking things to myself that I
Yeah.
want to talk to myself
Yeah.
and say to myself. So
Spirit
that's
of
a
love.
good.
Because
The spirit of love.
you teach people how to treat you.
Yes.
And
You
as
do,
long
and
as
you
you
allow
are
it.
and as long as you're allowing ill and negative treatment, then that's what you're gonna get. And
Yes.
that's what's gonna continue until you change how you treat you.
Yes.
And I'm definitely learning that as well. Yeah.
It's a beautiful journey if you see the beauty in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I know there's been times when I'll be like mad at myself for that. Like, but instead of being,
You got to go through the stages.
yeah,
though.
instead of
Yeah.
being mad at myself for that, like, I'm like, but that's still a beautiful thing because now you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Now you know. So
Yeah, just go through the motions. Like, be mad, be angry, then feel
Feel it.
sorry, and
Yeah.
then just go through all of
feel
those.
what you gotta
Yes.
feel.
Yeah, because
Yes.
because if you don't allow yourself to go through it, what's going to happen is you're probably going to end up in another relationship, and then you're going to do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
so
Mom.
true.
Yes.
Sorry. But you're going to do the same thing.
You ain't gotta apologize.
But you're gonna do the same thing,
Yes.
and
That's a word they
Yeah.
created.
What? I'm sorry.
The
Oh.
word she just said. That
Oh.
was the
Oh,
word
damn.
they
all these
created.
words was created.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
We made up all this shit.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I got a poem that says that.
The only language
made
is
all
the
these
most
words?
holy language is the Hebrew language.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're not gonna
Yeah.
go there, but let's.
I
All
mean,
right.
so we're taught.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So, this was a good warm up. Hope y'all feeling good out there in Radio Land. If you want to chime in on the conversation, you definitely can. 702-551-5261. That is the call in number if you want to add your comments. And you want to be on the radio.
On the radio.
On the radio. But anyways, let me tell you guys, pull up, don't pull out. This Friday.
Sound good.
Yeah. Coming from the elder, see? She said that sounds real good. Pull up, don't
Young
pull
man.
out. That's my phrase. I coined it a long time ago. Everybody loves it. Make sure you use it and hashtag it. Let's get it popping. Okay. Friday, May 23rd, the Reproductive Justice Comedy Show. Now, this is my return back to the comedy stage. I've been on a little hiatus, but I'm back, mother suckers.
Okay.
Now, will I be having some new jokes or the same old shit? You got to pull up, don't pull out. Check me out. But it's not just me. Joe King, Essence is Funny, and Ivory Powers will also be joining me at this Reproductive Justice Comedy Show. It is going to be held at the Center, 402 South Maryland Parkway. 6 p.m. doors open, 6:30 is showtime. This is a free show. It is 18 and over. And this show is really to bring awareness to the reproductive justice. And I just want to share a few things about the 4 pillars of reproductive justice. And I know this is put on by Make It Work Nevada, Make It Work Education Fund. So I just want to pull up the 4 pillars of reproductive justice that we are trying to highlight and bring out into there. So 1 is the right to have children. 2, the right to choose not to have children. The right to bodily autonomy, sexual health, and pleasure. The right to raise your children in a safe environment, free of violence and with resources. Now, each of these headlines has other things underneath it. I'm not going to go into all of that. But this is the second time we're doing this show. So make sure you pull up, don't pull out. It is 18 and over. It's going to be a good time. The comedians on deck are super funny, and I hope you come. So, come on down. Shout out to Brittany Kemp. She's the one putting all this together. And it was so amazing. The other day I was door dashing and I delivered to her. I never delivered to anybody I knew. It was so fun. I was like, I seen her name. I was like, this is not Brittany, and sure as shit, it was her. Super fire. Okay, also pull up, don't pull out. May 30th, 6 to 10 p.m., Spit Your Truth Experience. This is a cash prize open mic. It is at an exclusive location with limited seating, so make sure you get your tickets online. You can get your tickets at thetruthspotlv.net. If you want to pay in cash, you can click on there to do the pay another way I forget what it's called. But once you click on that, you can pay cash at the venue. But we really just want you to get your tickets online. We have a fire feature, The Protected Poet. He's from the Bay Area. Super, super dope poet.
All right.
He will have you, mother suckers, just come. Because I promise you don't want to miss it.
All right.
Also, shout out to the Truth Spot LV and Real the Truth. They're putting together a 10-year anthology book. So if you're a poet that has ever went to the True Spot, ever performed there, and you want to get 1 or 2 of your poems in this book, make sure you reach out to Real the Truth or go to the True Spot LV Instagram page. All the information is there, or the truthspotlv.net. Okay. I think that's all we got. That's all that's coming up recently.
All right.
So make sure you guys pull up, don't pull out. If you want to promote your business or your show or anything you have going on the MVP Speaks Live show, make sure you hit me up for all the good stuff. All right. Y'all feeling all right?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Heaven yeah.
Yes.
Everybody say heaven yeah.
Heaven, yes.
So me and Haru, it was really me, but me and Haru started that saying heaven. I gotta say that every time. Started saying heaven yeah instead of hell yeah, because we want to uplift our vibration, uplift our language.
Heaven,
So heaven
yes.
yeah, I'm gonna try to bring that to the radio more often. So Auntie, the medicine woman, the woman of life. Welcome to the show. It's so good to have you back. I already have enjoyed our conversation and your wisdom and your insight. I think it's important. Like, you've been around longer than us.
Yes.
And you learned some things, and I know you have some very cool things you wanted to talk about today, like the Nat Turner tour and the magnolia flower, which I'm so excited to learn about. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about your name.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about how, because I think it's evolved even since the last time you were on the show.
Okay.
So let's tell us a little bit about how you became Auntie TEA. And then I said on the post, I was like, you about to teach us, so we can even call you Aunt Teach. TEACH.
You always changing my name.
See, I got the word play.
Yeah, she started this.
It's okay. Okay.
It was Auntie, but she came to me one night and asked me, would it be Auntie? So
that's only because you sell teas. So I thought it was a good wordplay.
I sell different teas. Well, mostly I give it away.
Okay.
But that's okay too, because that's from the heart.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. But I'm grateful for that, because that helps people, you know. So but anyway, I came about with my name is I was just thinking I was thinking about medicine woman, and as I was thinking about medicine woman, it came the woman of life, because I'm here to help people with their life. You know, that's what my destiny. My destiny was also that in my reading, I never had supposed to been getting married. I supposed to been going all over the world, teaching people
how to live.
Yeah, so you know, so when you get caught up on things, well, my children here, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and I love them, you know, because I'm very, you know, into my family. And so anyway, I can't change that destiny, but I can work on it right now.
Yes.
So the time have came for me to start traveling all over the world, you know, so I'm grateful for that. You know, I just need to come, you know, I'm having some challenges right now, but it's okay, because I'm going to work it out, because my doctor said, you always so positive when you come in here. So anyway, and that's the way I feel, but I know whatever I come down with is for other people. It's not only for me, because I can find things to help heal people, you know, but it's up to them whether or not they listen or not.
That's
because,
true.
I can't, you know.
You can lead a horse to water.
Yeah, and you know, but also I really appreciate if everyone go to their doctors and get the resort. If they telling you to take your medicine, do what you have to do, because they was here for a reason and a purpose, you know. So you have to honor that, you know. And so anyway, to get back to my name, is that it just it was so much power in it, because that's when I started seeing that I'm supposed to be different places to share. So I know that I'm supposed to be in Africa because I had a dream, and I seen it in a dream that this man was teaching me, and the children was all around me. So I know that, even though, the Bible talk about your youth. So, and I know I have the youth in me. So I said, and I love children. So I know I'm going to always listen to if knowledge is good, I'm going to listen to it. So anyway, so when I started thinking about the woman of life, that's when I went back to that dream, and I seen it. So I supposed to been going to Africa in February for my birthday. My son had already got the ticket, got first class ticket. I was gonna be sitting,
I know that's right.
I was gonna be sitting. Time you walk in these big chairs,
Right.
So I was grateful for that. But it's coming, But I'm going, when it's time, when it opened up.
Yes.
But anyway, to get back, so the last teaching we was teaching on the pine needles.
Okay.
So if anybody go back, do your research about the pine needles, and because in Virginia they are so plentiful, and right now the babies are coming forth. So that's what you need right now, and mix it with some lemon. If you like the cane sugar, put some cane sugar in it, and it help with inflammation. But you do your research, because I'm here to talk about the magnolia tree.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's a beautiful tree. I used to
gorgeous.
love that tree where we
Yes.
used to live in Virginia. We had a magnolia tree back in the back, and I could see the blooms, coming out, and it smells so good, but I didn't know the reason and the purpose was. But
Okay.
it is, oh my God.
I hope y'all taking y'all notes. Get y'all notebooks out, your keypads, your pens.
And also it is, they talk about it in the Bible. I'm trying to, oh my God, it just went away. It was, I can't think of, but the next time I come on, I remember the person. I got a lot in my mind
It's
right
okay.
now.
It's okay.
But I will remember the person that was talking about the magnolia tree. He was one of the great person. So anyway, with the magnolia tree, I'm gonna start with the bark. The bark is very potent, to help. Also, you just get the water and you just you boil it, and it also help with inflammation.
Okay.
And also,
So you make like a bark tree?
the bark down at the bottom, because
Okay.
it's a lot of trees you use the barks.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't use some of it, like the leaves, but you can use the flower.
Okay.
And the flower comes in pink or either come in white. And some people now, they got them in blue, which I don't know how they do that, but they have them in blue. I did see them
Messing
in
around.
blue. Yeah. But right now you mess with the pink and the blue.
Right.
Okay.
And you have to honor it, because it is one of the holy trees. So you only can pick one flower at a time. And one
Wow.
flower, just
Really?
honor, yes, just honor, because it's one of the holy tree, and it's an ancient tree. It's ancient, so it goes back before round about Egypt, and when the land split from Africa. So anyway, that's why it's one of the ancient tree.
Okay.
And it's also they also help with inflammation. It helps out with oh my God, everything went away. It's so
That's all right.
Uh-oh.
Take your time. Well, we don't got too much time.
Yeah.
Went fast. We only
Oh.
got like 10 minutes.
Oh,
but
okay,
Take
okay.
a little bit of time. Let it come back to you.
Okay, it's also help you with the for relaxation. If you have depression, you can help it, and help with your digest system.
Okay.
It helps you with it's really is a flower of love. So it also helps you sexual.
Oh, okay.
You know,
heard
so
that. Pull up,
yes. Yeah, so also you can make it into, an oil.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
yeah, so just imagine that
And that's from the
fragrance.
flower, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
from the
oil,
flower.
okay.
So when you go into meditation, you can also use that oil in
Okay.
meditation.
Okay.
And it helps out with your cells in your body,
Mm-hmm.
so it's an antioxidant. So just do your research on it, because I know the time is running out. Just do your research on it and see how powerful this tree is, because right now it's blooming in Virginia.
I was about to say, where is this tree
Yeah,
found
it's
at?
in
Is it
Virginia,
all over or
California.
just-
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's in mostly in
Louisiana.
the East Coast. Yeah,
Okay.
where the season will change.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. So but it also in Washington D.C. They bloom there too. So they got a couple of planted on the White House lawn. But some grow small, some are huge. It looked like, when I seen it, it looked like at least about 6 people can stand in front of this. Is how
Yeah,
huge they
yeah.
get. Those are the ones, because they can live anywhere to up to 120 to 140 years.
Wow.
So if you can plant one in your yard, but make sure you get an organic one, a real one,
Right.
So they have
Don't get it off Temu, guys.
Yeah.
Get your magnolia
So
tree.
so anytime you feel down and out, you and your partner get some tea and get nice and cozy and drink your
Okay.
tea. I'm a love person. I love
We need to get you on here talking about the love side.
Yeah, I love love, but I love
Yeah.
that emotion that a man can give you.
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
know.
I love that attention. So that flower would do such great things.
You guys heard that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not all churchy. I'm a human being too. So I
That's how
just
people
God
get
made
in
us
church.
this way.
yeah,
Like,
and I'm so grateful for my husband, because he was so affectionate, and
Yeah.
I won't, but but that tea will really help you,
Okay.
out. So make sure you do your research about it. So how much time we have?
I love how you keep saying do your research. We
Yeah.
got 6. We got
Okay.
we got 9 minutes. Oh, we got 9 minutes.
Okay. So
See, time don't exist. We slowing it down.
Okay.
We slowing
It's
it
just
down.
only for man. It's just only for man. But I'm just grateful that that tree does a lot, because when you see it in people's yards, it is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And just the way it can grow, because even when I was looking at some and how the limb just spread out, and it just looks so ancient.
I'm gonna go look up some magnolia
Yeah,
trees.
and the flowers are beautiful. Oh, also,
fake.
when you get ready to make the tea, one flower will make 1 gallon of tea.
Wow.
So
That's why you only need to get one at a
just
time.
one at a time, because see, you want it to pollinate so it can go back to the earth. So that's why I say you have to respect it. We're not giving the plants and their respect that they supposed to have.
Gotcha.
And when you go in there, I mean, when you receiving that tree, you make sure that you getting this from the ancestor, from
Yes.
God. Make sure that you giving that honor. Not
We used to have
worship.
to pour out water when we
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
the mountains.
that-
Baba
yeah,
Shola taught
yeah,
us that.
yeah,
Like if you
that-
take something from the plant, you
Right,
libate it.
Yeah,
like,
you
give
does.
it to water.
And that's
so
a
you
good.
can,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand about libation.
Mm-hmm.
How important it is, because. If you want to, you can share a little bit about libation, because I know some people watching,
Yeah.
they don't know about libation.
Well, a libation is just from my understanding, it's an African tradition that we do to honor our ancestors and to honor the land. And if you hear the songs where they're pouring out a little liquor for the homies, that's a libation.
Yes.
Only we doing it with water instead of liquor, but that's everything comes from something, and so that's kind of where it came from. So if you just want to do a small practice of libation, you can just wake up every day, if you have a plant in your house or you have the ground outside, not the cement but the earth, and pour a little water in there and just say a blessing, say a prayer, give thanks. And if you go to the mountains and you utilize the herbs that are out there, pour some water and give thanks to
Yes.
thanks to the plant, thanks to God for that. It's just a way to honor and to
Yes.
give reverence to.
Yes.
And to
Okay. Thank you.
continue, the life of that plant.
Yes.
You're taking from
Yes.
you're taking from it. So
Yeah.
Now you
give
can
it something.
nurture it.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
it something back.
And also, I can share this real quick because my granddaughter, she's 10. So it's a tree in her yard. It was dying. It was dead. It really
Okay.
it looked like it was dead. And so she chose out of all of those trees, she chose that tree. And she went over there, had her stones all around. She said, "Grandma, come here. I got a tree for my ancestors." I said, "What you know about ancestors?" She said,
Babies
I be listening to you. She live in Virginia.
Okay.
She said, "I be listening to you." And I made a tree. And by the end of the year, leaves start coming on. When I go back, I make sure I'm gonna take a picture of
Take
it.
a picture.
And she said she gonna get a chair and sit by the tree. She said, so when I pass, she gonna come and talk to me.
Oh, the babies be knowing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I said, girl, you have the gift in
Yes,
you.
that's
You know,
beautiful.
so anyway,
Oh, I love that.
anyway, so I know our time is running
We
out.
still got 5 minutes.
Yeah, so just do your research on the magnolia tree and also the pine needle tree because right now they're young, and just make sure that you please only choose one. Do not let, when you're making it, do not let the water come to a boil because you don't overdid it.
Right.
So, and then after that, you know, you can drink it. It's up to you whether or not you put sugar in it. But first of all, just try it by itself before you put anything in it. But then if you want to give it a taste, you can put some lemon in it because, you know, lemon is good for your body. And you can just go ahead and I recommend the cane sugar or the monkey sugar,
That's all natural stuff.
yeah, just only natural to put into your body. But even those one with diabetes, you have to be very careful with diabetes. So, and also the reason why I'm gonna try the magnolia leaves is because I'm going through a challenge right now, but it removed that information because when I was learning from Barbara O'Neill, if your oxygen is not right, arthritis can take over your body just because of the oxygen level. When I went to the doctor today, my oxygen was low. And I've been dealing with this thing ever since I left from Virginia in January because I started going out eating with everybody. Wasn't paying no attention what I was eating. And I was just eating and eating and eating. And every time I go to Virginia, I come back, I have to deal with challenge. But this time when I come
You
back.
learned your lesson now?
Yeah, I learned. This time I'm sticking with what I'm supposed to be eating.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm going back again. I would love for you to do your research and share with me. If you make the tea, contact me and let me know how the tea tastes. Because guess
Yes.
what? I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
My best friend in Virginia, we talk about herbs. We get
Yeah.
on the phone for about 4 or 5 hours talking about herbs.
Love
And
that.
so anyway, she's amazing. So she was sharing a lot of, so that's when I said, oh, I can teach about the magnolia.
Yes.
Why it's blooming. So right now, why they blooming, pour that one leaf.
We ain't gonna take a
make that
road trip.
gallon.
We gotta go get us some magnolias.
I can find out whether or not she can ship it to me. Let me
Okay.
see how she feel about it, because she's very sacred far
Yeah,
as plants.
I can see.
Yeah, she's very sacred.
Okay.
So I can find out whether or not could she ship it to me.
Okay.
And then that way, you know, you can try. Because I had people who shipping me the pine needles from Virginia.
Nice.
Yes. And they taste better than the ones out here in Vegas.
Yes,
I
that's
believe
good.
that.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be here.
I tried.
Yeah.
I could not drink it. I could not. I
Okay.
could not. So,
Oh, well, that's
but
amazing.
yeah.
You know,
so.
It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And I was thinking how sometimes in our life we can feel like, oh, it's too late, or I should have done this earlier. I'm not sure your age, but you're and we're infinite, but you're obviously our elder. And you said you're just gonna begin your journey of going out into the world. And I feel so inspired by that because heaven, start your journey. You know.
Well, I'm 70.
Okay, well, you're black,
So,
don't crack,
yeah.
obviously. And I just want to, I felt a call to action to remind people that you can start right now wherever you at to go do
Yes.
whatever you feel is led for you to do.
You can.
And thank you for Thank
And
you for
thank
coming
you.
on and sharing this
Yeah.
wisdom. And, you're welcome back anytime. Even
Yeah.
if you move, we can get you on here virtually.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
love for you to
That'd
come
be
teach the
wonderful.
people as you learn and
Yeah.
just, add another component to the show,
Yeah, because the next show I would like to be on, I would like to help the men's out.
Okay.
This right here would be very special. The brothers, please have the men's to watch next week. I'm coming
Okay.
back next week if it's okay.
Next week?
If it's okay,
Okay.
just we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Come
But-
on,
but-
we're going to make it happen.
Yeah, but I would like share this information
For
with
the
the
brothers.
brothers
All
because
right.
there's a lot going on with them. So they need this information. And the point,
Yes.
what I learned, it was right on point from another brother.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
Okay, we got 30 seconds, but you heard it right, bro. She's coming back next week. We're just gonna go ahead and put it out there. So tell your husbands, tell your nephews,
Yeah.
tell your baby daddies to tune in because the medicine woman, the woman of life, has a message for you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to MVP Speaks Life. We will see you back here next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Toodles.
Thanks for tuning in to MVP Speaks Life on Hot 702.5 FM.